Hello. Today I am going to tell you a story. So, this is the type of story where you get to listen and make up some pictures or what you think would make a good storybook or color book or something like that about the story. So, the story today is about an elephant. And the title is An Elephant Never Forgets. An elephant. Doesn't that make you think of a circus? The circus always has swell elephants, big elephants. They do all kinds of tricks. They walk on their hind legs, they sit on little chairs, they even dance sometimes. For some elephants, for some people, elephants are the best part of the circus. People say that an elephant never forgets. If you hurt an elephant, they say he will always be mad at you. And if you are kind to the elephant will always like you. At least that's what people say. An elephant never forgets. Well, let me tell you a story about an elephant called Crino. Crino was an elephant who could not forget. One day, when Crino was walking through the woods, he stepped on a branch of a tree, and a great big long sliver went right into his foot. Ouch! Oh, that sliver hurt an awful lot. In fact, it hurt so much that after a while he could not walk anymore. Have you ever had a sliver in your foot and you couldn't walk? Oh, it's so painful. He could only hold that one foot up. He was in terrible pain, and he began to cry like elephants cry, making loud noises. Just then, Freddie Allen came along, and Freddie was only a little boy. So when he saw the elephant, he got scared and he ran away. He told his father about the elephant, and his father got a gun. Freddie and his father started back for the elephant. Freddie's father, when he heard that it was making such a strange noise, thought he must be mad and he was going to shoot the elephant. Freddie's father heard the elephant cry again. Then he knew something different was wrong. So very slowly, Freddie and his father crept up to the elephant. Freddie's father aimed the gun at Crino just in case, but Crino never moved. Suddenly, they noticed his foot was all swollen. They looked at Crino's foot closely, and sure enough, they saw the great big sliver in it. Crino was holding up that sore foot, and Freddie's father pulled out a knife and took out the sliver. Just as soon as the sliver was taken out, the elephant stood up, bowed his head, and hobbled away. Well, 2 years later, a big circus came to town, and for weeks Freddie Allen saved his pennies, but all he had to earn to go to the circus was 75 cents. He could only get one of the cheap seats way over on the side. It wasn't a very good seat, but Freddie was happy just to be there. It was a grand circus. Bands played, trapeze artists swung on the trapeze, the clowns did all their funny things, and soon it was time for the elephants to act. What do you think happened? Well, Crino was one of the elephants. And when Crino came out and saw Freddie Allen sitting over there on the side, he ran out of the ring, over to the side bleachers, and Crino, he put out his trunk and then he wrapped his trunk tightly around Freddie. He lifted Freddie up out of the bleachers and carried him over and dropped him right smack down in the best seats of the place. So Freddie got the best seat at the circus where he could see everything so great. All because an elephant never forgets. Well, an elephant isn't the only one who never forgets. I think we're all like the elephant. If someone gives me a piece of candy or a piece of pie, well, I'm going to think they're pretty great, right? I can't forget anyone who's good to me. If that person asked me to help them, I would be right there to help. Be kind to me, and I should never forget. Now, I know a place full of people who never forget. That place is Purgatory. Now, Purgatory, you might know, is the place where you go after you die if you had some sins on your soul or didn't make up for all the sins that were forgiven. You have to pay or make up for your sins in purgatory before you can get to heaven. Now, I don't mean pay like with money. No, no, no. You cannot buy your way into heaven with money. There's a different way to pay. Now, listen closely. There are many thousands of people who cannot help themselves. They cannot pray for themselves. They can't go to Mass again or go to confession or communion. And there in purgatory, they suffer day after day. They are waiting and crying out to you to help them. Maybe some poor soul in purgatory just needs one more little Hail Mary to get him into heaven. Maybe one Holy Communion will get some poor soul out of purgatory. You know what? Let's do something for them. Let's help them. Let's say the Hail Mary. Let's go to Holy Communion if we can and offer it up for them or offer a Mass up for them. Here's another quick prayer you can say for them. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord. You see, that is how you pay, by praying and offering up holy actions. If you do things like that, I promise you this. Someday, if you are suffering in purgatory, or someone you know is, those poor souls who are now up in heaven will never forget you. They will be just like Crino the elephant. They will lift you out of the suffering in purgatory and move you right up into the glory of heaven. God bless you all.